best plays I've seen. Yeah.
We're here with Alex.
Howdy do.
Hi, Alex. And he's going to be our tattoo artist today. He has some impressive art of his own on display in the little bit of skin we can see today. And Mario is being prepped for surgery. Let's see, Mario's a little bit worried. He doesn't quite know what to expect, but it's going to be great. I have a lot of experience with these guys, and I love them all, so.
And I trust them.
Oh, absolutely.
You're in good hands.
Implicitly.
It's more cool to be tattooed in New York City than in Amsterdam.
Yes, it is. You got that right, especially if you're from Amsterdam.
Yeah. But I'm not from Amsterdam. But we don't tell anybody that I'm not from Amsterdam.
Yes, because that reduces your coolness factor a little bit. If you're Dutch, you have to be from Amsterdam.
I thought that all of Holland was Amsterdam. I didn't know there was anything else.
Well, it is small.
It is a very small country. You know that there are 16 million citizens in Holland, and there are 14 million in New York.
Wow.
Yeah, only 2 million more in Holland than in New York City.
I was thinking if you go to 7A or something to get this salad.
How's that?
Yeah.
You're all done and you thought it was going to hurt.
Okay, so now we proceed to the unbelievably painful part.
Don't say that. You're scaring me.
You're getting it there?
Okay, so your name is Joshua, right?
Yes, and I don't smoke for the record.
And he doesn't smoke. This is my friend Joshua, the non-smoker. He's the gorgeous one who
I'll
works
hold
at
this
this
for you, Alex,
place.
but this
Yes.
is the last time.
I appreciate that, man.
And
I know they're bad for me, but at least I haven't corrupted you.
Joshua, who I've always thought was the most gorgeous guy at McDougal Street and now, of course, at East Side.
I get by on my looks a lot.
This very handsome tattoo guy has some very awesome tattoos, which we are not seeing right this second, except for the little tease of his neck.
My tribal airline pillow.
His tribal little neck thing, which is very sexy.
Who's this for?
And so it's just for his blog.
Oh, okay.
Some of them, but it's hard to reach.
Oh no, we're very nice people.
It's really nice to see you back here. Thanks.
Thank you.
And hopefully you'll have a good adventure in Holland and maybe even hook up. Are you going to be back there then?
Yeah, Sunday.
Nice.
Okay, so this is the amazing needle that Alex has prepared.
Amazing.
See you later, Josh. Are you leading or just going to? Oh, okay.
Amazing.
Amazing needle.
Don't talk about this scary stuff.
Okay, and he wears black gloves. I love that.
Because black gloves are cooler.
Because black gloves are decidedly cooler. I mean, if House wore black gloves.
Otherwise, anybody would
They would
think,
argue with him a lot less
Yeah.
in this diagnosis.
Otherwise,
if he just wore black gloves.
everybody
He
would
just
think.
wore black gloves.
Everybody would think this would be another episode of CSI, so he has to wear black gloves.
You know, it's actually an old high school friend of mine who's on House.
No kidding. Which one?
Omar Epps.
He's the black guy?
Yeah. Who?
No, Foreman.
Epps.
Dr. Foreman.
Yeah. The one who challenged House all the time and then got hired sort of alongside him.
Yeah. The guy who does not appear to have a sense of humor, I'm sorry to say.
In CSI.
No, in
on
House MD.
Oh, I don't know this.
Oh, well, you got to know. Does he actually have a sense of humor in real life?
I mean, I haven't seen him for a long time, but yeah, he was always a sweet, funny guy in high school.
Good.
Yeah.
He's attractive. It would be nice if he smiled a little more on the show. Milk and sugar would be great.
Milk
You're
and
so
sugar.
sweet. Thank you. Okay, here goes. The important thing is you have to hold still, Mario.
Yeah, I hold still.
And here we have the very handsome and fascinating Alex is just about to start.
So you want to keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. Some people, their first instinct is to breathe in and hold it. We just want to breathe naturally.
Yeah.
Don't hold your breath, that's right.
Okay.
Alex, do you want to know the great story of this tattoo?
Yes, I do.
Okay, Mario wrote a book, a novel,
Wow.
that has had great critical acclaim in Holland.
Mm-hmm.
And a character in the novel has a tattoo that says, I would rather be killed, I would rather die standing than live on my knees. Okay?
It's a fine sentiment.
Okay, so he said, I would like to get this while I'm in New York, because part of the novel takes place in New York,
Yeah.
right? Even though he had never been here yet.
Yeah.
So Mario said to me, I'd like to get this tattoo in Chinese characters on my arm. And so I wrote to a good friend of mine who's Chinese, and she sent us back many examples. Some of them in simplified, which is the modern way they write, some of them in traditional Chinese characters. And then she also did an example written by hand, by herself. Anyway, we picked the one we liked the best. And Mario's biggest concern was, I hope that the person who's sending us these characters really does speak Chinese.
Yeah, yeah.
Because one time, was that in your book too about the tiger, or is that a real person?
That was a real
That's
person.
a real person. He knew this guy who had this very nice tiger, very cool tiger tattoo on his upper arm. And he had some Chinese writing above it or below it, right?
Yeah.
And so one day he's standing on the platform of a train, waiting for a train,
Yeah.
with a tank top, a sleeveless t-shirt.
Yeah.
Some Chinese person walking along the platform is looking at his tattoo, and he sees the person looking, and he's wondering, like, why is that person staring at my tattoo? And the person can't help himself. He comes up to him and he says, excuse me, why do you have 10 to 5 written on your arm? And he says, what do you mean 10 to 5? It doesn't say 10 to 5. It says some very cool tiger-related thing. And he says, no, I'm afraid that says 10 to 5. So, thank you so much.
Thank you.
So he goes. How are you doing so far, Mario?
It's I'm doing fine.
Okay.
I keep talking.
Okay, good. So anyway, he goes pretty soon thereafter to a Chinese restaurant that he knew. And he asks the waiter, and the waiter says, well, I'm not actually Chinese, as so often happens, but the cook is Chinese. Let me get the cook. So the cook comes out and looks at his arm, and sure enough, he says, well, I'm sorry to confirm it, but it actually does say 10 to 5.
Wow.
So Mario's saying, you know, is your friend really Chinese? Is it really going to say this? So I emailed my friend. Her name is Ching. She really is Chinese, and I told her the story of the tiger and the 10 to 5 and everything, and she laughed and she wrote me back and said, "That's so funny." She said, "You'd be surprised. We often laugh hysterically at people's tattoos that say things that are completely different from what they think they say."
I bet, yeah.
And she said, but you know, instead of translating this sentence literally that you told me, I'm going to give you a Chinese idiom, which means the same thing. And it's, I would rather be killed
Than humiliated.
I would rather be killed than humiliated. And which means the same thing, but it's a Chinese idiom. It's an actual, you know, idiomatic expression. And so we said, okay, we'll go with it. You know,
That's much safer than gambling with a translation.
No, she said I could translate it literally, but it would be a lot longer.
Yeah.
And so, you know, this way the size is right also.
This is long enough.
Right.
Come on, I'm not hurting you that much.
Man, you're such sissies, I swear.
No, you don't hurt me that much.
I'm going to go and get another point of view here.
I feel completely safe. Only thing I was concerned about was if there's a possibility that you get an allergical reaction, because I know of myself that I have I can't do paint in my hair. I can color my hair.
And he had an allergic reaction.
And then I get a forehead like a dolphin.
Hi.
And your name is Jen?
Yeah, Obama.
Go Obama!
Jen's one of the owners.
You're one of the owners.
One of the
That's
partners.
wonderful.
Yay, we did it.
Congratulations, that's
Thank
great.
you.